So here I'm still trying to explain to you what a function is. So I'm going to give you another random example in the hope that you would understand it. So here, let's say you've got a function n of x equals x squared plus 5. So another way of looking at this is this here. Suppose when x is 0, okay, so n of x will be 5. So you can think of this as being this. Hang on, you can think of it as this here is your domain here. Okay, domain here. So domain is like area under your control, and this one here on this side, it's your range. Okay, so what it maps to. So for example, when you have 0 in here, it gets mapped to 5. Okay, so this bit will be 5. Okay, and then let's say when it's 1, this n of x, when x is 1 here, suppose you have a number 1 in here, 1 when you put 1 into this thing, it will be 6. So this bit here is 6, so it gets mapped to the number 6 over here. Okay, this is just another way of doing it. So another way of visualizing a function. So here, suppose you have minus 2 over here. Let's say minus 2. When you put minus 2 into here, so this here will be 9. Okay, so minus 2 here will be mapped to 9. So here, so this is just another way of visualizing a function. So if you look at the range here, the range cannot be anything below 5. So the number 4 can never be in here. Okay, so the number 4 can never be in here. So the range here, the range would be the range here would be this 5, infinity. Okay. Yeah, if you put, let's say, I don't know, minus 6 into here, and then minus 6 would get mapped to what? Minus 6 times minus 6 is 36 plus 5, 41. So it will get mapped to 41. So minus 6 here will get mapped to 41. So if you look at the domain here, the domain can be anything, and anything. So the domain can be any x belonging to the real number line. Can be anything on the real number line. Remember, this r here is when we look at the number line, it's everything. It can be anything on that number line. Okay. So here, yeah. So this is just another way of looking at it. And if you look at the range here, the number 3 will never be in here, because the lowest number this could be is 5. So number 3 would never be in here. Negative 7 would never be in here. So the range is in between 5 and well, anything above 5. So this here is a range. The domain is anything on the real number line. Okay.